For our corrections, starting with soon. First, earlier when you were talking, you said something was really very good, which it's kind of hard to have something as like, I mean, you could say that if you wanted to, but if it's really very good, then it's probably just great. So it's up to you. The next thing is I just use Naver, compare all the tickets, the result of that. I like to use Naver to compare tickets and then just, yeah. It shows the information on discount, depends on the credit cards. Maybe they explain what discounts different credit cards have or can get. Or perks, P-E-R-K-S. They show what kind of perks you get from your credit cards.
What kind?
Perks, P-E-R-K-S, perk. So it's kind of like a special bonus or benefit that you get. To him, you said, nowadays I like some assembly miniature. Nowadays I like, nowadays I'm into, whenever you're into something, that means like you like it, right? I'm into assembling miniature models. Then you said time frame 100 days. It's a little big and very detailed. So when you were talking about when you were explaining about how big and detailed it is, I would say that it's a little ambitious. That's how I would describe it. It's a little ambitious. It takes 100 days to complete. It's a little bit of a big task. It's very detailed. It's a little ambitious. So whenever you have like kind of a really tough hobby, it's a little bit ambitious. You can request the baby seat or the baby box. So I just want to let you guys know, we call it the bassinet. Baby bassinet.
Oh,
bassinet.
sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is great for putting your things in. Then you said clear the cookie pile. Just clear your cookies or clear your history. Juhyun, you said I'm middle-agey of 30s. So, of course the pronunciation of agey should be age, but I'm in my mid-30s. Yeah, because technically when you're middle-aged, you're like between the ages of 40 and 50. So you're not middle-aged, obviously. So you're in your mid-30s. And then you said, I'm very careful of the situation. I felt, what's the word? Cautious, maybe? No, I'm sorry. It made me sensitive about flying on United Airlines. So when you said you were very careful about it, it made you very sensitive about it. You were very sensitive, yeah. And then you said the situation wasn't happened before. I bought the tickets before the event happened. Yeah. So yeah, as I know that movie was failed, so a lot of people, I don't know where this came from, but a lot of people, especially advanced English speakers or intermediate English speakers in Korea, say "as I know," and like in the U.S. we never really said it. So, but what we do say, which is very similar, is "as far as I'm aware." As far as I'm aware, that movie failed. And by the way, if you're talking about a movie failing, we call it a flop. F-L-O-P. So you can say, as far as I know, that movie flopped.
What?
F-L-O-P. Flop. Just like that.
Flop.
Yeah. The main character, he suffered the Alzheimer. So pronunciation is Alzheimer's. And he suffered, you can just say he suffered from Alzheimer's. And then you said, I don't know if it's current English. I don't know if this is current terminology. Misan, you said you thought a lot after watching movie. You can't stop thinking about it. Yeah. You just can't stop thinking about it. And then you said, just to recommend you, I would like to recommend to you,
Okay.
just like that, yeah. Sue? You can also sign up as a panel, so you can sign up to participate in a panel. Yeah.
Paid as a panel?
To participate in a panel, yeah. And then you said we have a specific team who check up on panel. We have a, I think, are you referring to like a quality control team, like a?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, okay. So we have a specific team for quality control. There are many people who know the think about the public. There are many people who understand maybe the public's thoughts, or they understand trends. Yeah, maybe who know like this is really hard. Because are you talking about like about people's feelings politically, or are you talking about like in terms of like consumers?
Business trend, consumers.
Okay, okay.
business.
So there are people who understand business trends. Yeah.
Business trend.
Yeah, yeah. Then you said to execute practice with my son. Execute isn't necessary, so you could just say to practice with my son. Yeah.
To practice.
Yeah.
Practice.
Last thing I wanted to point out, this isn't bad. This is actually really funny. Yeah, to practice with my son. You said it's really horrible. You have a French accent. However, if you were from the UK and the people from the UK don't say the H, then it'd be fine. So I just wanted to